What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're ready for some game day action, baby. It is week 7, and the Eagles, obviously a lot of talk in the town over the bye week after what happened, and I understand the pessimism, but it's time for this team to get shit right. They came out after the bye. We saw what they were able to do, get the win. Obviously, not as pretty as everybody wanted against the Browns, but we talk about these young pieces. Cooper DeJean getting his first start. We've got Sidney Brown back. There are so many exciting things to still look forward to in this season, a very long season. So we're getting excited in these parts. We've got our first divisional matchup here. So, look, the Eagles looking to climb the ladder, get in front of the Commanders. And, look, they play the Panthers today, so we'll see. But you got to keep winning week by week. We know the Giants. Look, they've got some talent there. Just because they're 2-4 doesn't mean anything. So this NFC East battle, I cannot wait to see the Eagles pissed off, better be pissed off, and come into play today. I know we're missing Mailata, Goddard. I understand that. Next man up, Fred Johnson, Calcaterra. And then, again, the defense, staying patient like we talked about this whole off season. I think things, you start to see some pieces. There will be still bumpy roads, mistakes, because some of these young guys are just getting acclimated to their starting spots or coming off the PUP list. So let's stay patient here, ladies and gentlemen. Could be a slobber knocker, as we said last night. I know Drew enjoyed that, but it's a divisional matchup. We know how this stuff goes. So for me, this Eagles team is a much better team. No reason you shouldn't be able to get some sacks, cause some turnovers, and we haven't been able to do that too much last week. We got some sacks, but let's see some, big plays here on defense. Let's see the offense. Obviously, Saquon Barkley revenge game. So I'm ready to run through a wall. I don't know about you, but I appreciate you all taking the time here. We got the game Inactives. We'll talk about that. Anything else on your mind? Got any score predictions? Whatever it is. Love to hear from you. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing, all of it. But let's get ready for a week 7 win. And, it's the NFL. We can talk about everything under the sun like we do throughout the week. And, we know their injuries. We know what they're good at, what they're bad at. We know who's on their team who, left this year. We know everything. But even with knowing all of that, it doesn't mean you know how this game is going to go. That's the great part about football. You never effing know. So as much as I'd love to see a big beat down here, I would love to also, just get the W, whatever means necessary. So let's look at the game Inactives real quick, and then I'll jump over to the comments. But you've got Tanner McKee, obviously the third quarterback there. You got Eli Ricks out. And, he was questionable for this game, but we talked about it, don't know if he'd suit up anyway. So he's out. But, Slay, obviously active then. So Kennard, Keegan, they are out. So down to 3 depth linemen. Goddard out. Only rocking 2 tight ends here. And then Byron Young. And I talked about it. I don't know that he's on this team because, let's be real, we need some spots, and he doesn't ever play. So, yep, no doubt. And then the Giants inactives here. They've got Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence playing. That was the important stuff for them. We knew their punter, backup corner, Adoree Jackson was out. So no surprise there. Boogie Basham not playing. They elevated Tillman Fox, but I think Patrick Johnson is going to get his fair share of snaps. So little revenge game for him as well. Not just some of those players we talked about this weekend. But let me know how you're feeling about the game, and let's rock and roll, baby. And yes, if you don't see his name on the inactives, that means he is active. So hell yeah, dude. Let's rock and roll, little G. Appreciate you tuning in. Dylan, let's effing go, my man. Let's get this W. It's time to see this Eagles team, coming out. And obviously with Mailata, Goddard, you could have issues against a tough defensive line, a tough Giants defense. They're top 10 in points and yards allowed here. So we've talked about what talent they do have. Deontay Banks looking much better. Herschel, I'm telling him. I'm explaining all of it right now. He wanted me to let you know that the Eagles are going to come out today and put up an ass-beating double touchdown win, and I agree that should be today. So we appreciate that, Hirsch, but we'll see. A divisional matchup, so you never know how it will go down. I apologize. He is a nut job, but let's effing go. There's not much more I can say other than everything I've said throughout the week. You got to ride the hot hand, whether it be, running the ball, which you need to do regardless, but get the ball to AJ, Devontae. We've got a lot of weapons. Calcaterra, Hurts, we've talked about their relationship. Yeah, he's not Dallas Goedert, but next man up. Fred Johnson, we've hyped him up since this offseason. this is his chance to be that depth piece in case anything happens. Well, it's happened. So all those things we talk about, staying patient with the defense. Let's see it all coming to fruition here today. And it's against a tough opponent, a divisional opponent. So that's what you want to see. But either way, a W is all I want today, no matter what else happens here. Trey, my man, appreciate you tuning in. Let's effing go. I can't stress enough how much I dislike the Giants. And these games, just as much as the Cowboys, I look forward to them. And this is a game where they're going to try to spoil what we're putting together here. And we would like to just go into their house and punch them in the mouth. Now, we know this is a trash-ass stadium, so we want everyone to stay healthy throughout this game. We already have some injuries. It's football, though, so you got to watch out, man. So let's keep everybody healthy. Let's go get this W. But you guys have any score predictions, any questions, thoughts? I have to run to the store real quick. So wanted to get this done before noon here. And, yeah, so I'm going to get rolling out. But any final thoughts that you guys have, love to hear from you. And you know I'll be back post-game. It's win, lose, or tie, bleed green until I die. So always going to be here. And we'll be breaking stuff down. But as much as I can excite, you guys and get you pumped up, I really think that this team does have, certain pieces that I get the pessimism. Let's just say that. I understand that people are concerned about the defense and, they don't understand what's going to happen with the offense. Look, you still got AJ, you still got Devontae, Saquon. This offense, you got to keep rolling. And you have Jalen Hurts at quarterback, who I believe is still top 5 quarterback in this league. And I don't care, what the media has to say about him or whatever weird narratives they try to create throughout the weeks. I think today he needs to go out, shine. I think this offense needs to put up some points. We talked about that, last night in the top matchup show. You can go check that bad boy out if you're looking for some information. Talking about the top 13 matchups, breaking down everything where I thought the Eagles, should look to attack and what they should do on defense. And for me, this is a game you should win. But, hey, no one knows. So put your money down. I put my money where my mouth is today. And I see this team win. So let's go get that W. If you guys need anything, you can always reach out. Doesn't have to be about the Birds. Always here for you guys as you are for me. But if you do have any questions about the Birds or score predictions, you need a link to the game, something like that, I will try my best to help you out with all of those things. But was there anything else? I showed you that. I did want to show you this. So we talked about this. Go check out that top matchup show if you got the time. But look, this team, obviously on offense, needs to put up some points. So let's see that today. They're doing all right. Run the ball more, though. Please protect the quarterback. Stop turning the ball over. Defensive side of the ball, we need to see it all, right? We want sacks. We want interceptions. We got to, make them one-dimensional, put it in Danny Dime's hands. And as Drew would say, Danny Dookie. So dude is trash. Do not let him look like effing Joe Montana out there. And you talk about their offense struggles, not putting up points. Okay, well, let's take advantage of that. Let's shut them down. They got Singletary and Tracy. Take out their running backs. Neighbors is a stud, but we got Quinyon Mitchell. We got Coop. We've got Slay playing. Let's effing rock and roll. This defense, though, we talk about top 10 in points and yardage. So you see what they're good at, what they're bad at. Take it all with a grain of salt. Remember Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns on that defensive line. So going to be a battle. I'm not saying that we could just go and put up points on them. You got to be playing well. And I know my Lotta and Goddard is going to make things different, but I don't care, man. You got to go out here, punch them right in the mouth. This is a rivalry, man. You gotta get pissed off at some point, right? So let's effing go. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Love each and every one of you. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'll talk to you afterwards. J-Dog, appreciate you tuning in. And, yeah, he's playing. He was not even questionable for this game. But you can go check out all of those videos if you're interested in knowing that kind of stuff. You can watch this show every day. I put out all of that information so you'll know who's active, who's inactive, who's questionable. But Carter, we knew he was playing it a couple days ago. The game inactives I just went over earlier, but I'll show them to you quick. These are the guys that are inactive, those 6, but McKee, the backup quarterback, and then the inactives for the Giants. So you see Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns are playing, who were both questionable, but we knew that they were most likely playing. So no doubt. But appreciate you taking the time. Got to roll out here, guys, but I will be back after the game. I'll be posting some things throughout the game, some clips. If I have anything to say, we'll talk about it, but we'll talk about it after the game. Post-game show. Hope to see you there. But But if you guys are watching this a little before the game, didn't catch you live, I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your predictions, players of the game, whatever is on your mind. But that's all I've got for you. Until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Say it with me now. Go Birds!